I mean, this con was meh to me. So at Midoricon 2014, there was a lot of things that got canceled that I wanted to do, that I was actually looking forward to doing. Like the beach rave. It should be on a beach, right? Canceled. Slenderman hiking, you think in the forest, like just walking. Canceled. So pretty much like everything that they, like the big events that they planned on doing, because it is like a small con, they didn't really have many guests, like big name guests. Guests that they would have to like pay. They probably pay these special guests in like a free bed and free room. So pretty much the beach rave, they got noise complaints, so they said, no, you can't have the beach rave on the beach, so you have to have it somewhere else. So we went to this other place where it's kind of like where people would have concerts. I forgot what it's called, but I think it started with A. But pretty much we went there, and it was a long walk from the hotel, so from the con in general. So we went there, probably like 15 minutes to spare, and from what I got, the rave wasn't that fun. But I still went because I wanted to dance somewhat. And a Slenderman hike, that was gonna be the icing on the cake. That was gonna make me happy with this con, but that was canceled. They weren't really canceled, they were kind of like reshaped to a lesser being. So pretty much the hotel said that yeah, you can do it, you can go in the forest and scare the shit out of people, but the park ranger said no, it's hazardous, no. So pretty much what we did instead is that we all gathered up at the little park where we're supposed to meet up, like pretty much the entrance to the forest. And the guy, he explained how yeah, we can't go in there because they said it's hazardous. And we pretty much, there was a playground, so we pretty much was like, oh, who's the bravest out of them all? Step right here. I hopped in the square. And then I raised my hand like a little goofball, like, oh, me, I'm brave. And then we were like, oh, you see, so he had us answer this question for our sci-fi thing. I'm not really that good into sci-fi. So he was like, oh, what the hell ever, who's ever brave? Go, you see that light over there? Go get the light. A guy ran up and he was like, oh, hell no, came back down. I went up there and I hopped into a little tunnel and I cut it with a monster. I don't think they were expecting that. They were like, what the hell is wrong with this chick? And then they all got up on the playground, was like they saw me in there and I was like, what is she doing? And then my friend was like, nobody cares that she's getting killed or something. And then they looked under and they were like, oh, there's a monster in there, let me keep going. And then, so pretty much I got out and then I was giggling there like, what was even in there? I looked at her, oh hell no. And so we were like, okay, let's go up to the slide. So we're sliding down, and then there's another monster. I tried to hug that monster, and it ran away from me. And so then we were like, okay, moving on. And then we were walking, and then the tour guide was like, oh shit, everybody stop. And then it was like, you see that? Everybody looked forward. It was Slender Man, and they were all like, oh shit. And I was like, Slendy! And I started running up to him. And Ash Ketchum was like, no, don't go, I'll save you. And he kind of ran after me, and I kind of tackle hugged Slender Man. Like, it wasn't a really big glump because I am small. And then, like, the Ash Ketchum was like behind the tree, and it's like, are you okay? Does he only want loving? And I was like, he only wants loving. And then he ran over there and gave Slenderman a hug, and the tour guide was like, what the hell is wrong with her? Okay, what the hell ever, everybody go give Slenderman a hug. So I turn around after I hear that, and I just see like everybody stampeding up, and I clenched Slender Man so tight because I was like, I don't want to die. I'm more afraid of them running up to me at high speed than I am of you. But yeah. But the fun thing this con is that I got to ride on the boat. What else interesting that I did? I got to go swimming, and I'm happy about that. But it was a swimsuit. I don't know what that was. It was a swimsuit shoot. So I was just in the pool and I was acting like a little kid. There was a lot of bugs in there. In the hotel room there was a lot of mosquitoes. The internet sucked, but that's just probably because everybody's logged on at once. What else? Oh yeah, about the badge thing. We weren't able to get press badges, understandable because we didn't ask in advance. But it's a small con, I doubt they really cared. It's getting publicity. Come on now. And then I was talking to another friend and they were talking about how they did ask for press badges in advance and nobody ever got back to them. So I'm thinking, I was like, even if we did ask in advance, we might have ended up the same way that she did. So yeah. To me, I kind of feel like, yeah, even though the staffers said that we don't tolerate that harassment bullshit, it seemed like they didn't really care. They were like, oh, you can drink inside if you want, just don't bring it out. So I was kind of interrupted and I moved in here. So, I think the last thing I was talking about was the press badges, about how, even if we did ask in advance, we probably wouldn't have been able to get it. So, yeah, that was But, oh well, and sometimes we wonder, like, why... It's a small con. Why are you asking for $50 if, like, I don't think it's worth $50. I mean, that's my opinion. That was someone else's opinion, and we just didn't feel that it was worth $50. Because, like, there were no big name guests. $50 is how much I would usually pay for like a bigger convention. $50 to $55. 55 is the most that I've ever paid for a con, and that was Colossal Con. Excuse me. But yeah, it's like, I didn't think that it was worth $50. That's why I was kind of upset about paying, because like, I think the only thing that you really needed the badge for was to get inside the panels and get inside of the dealer's room, which the dealer's room was not the best. And I didn't think it was much of a variety. Everybody was pretty much selling the same thing, which I wasn't really interested in. And then there's like the panels. I only went to Tea Time with Deadpool, and that was only for a little bit. I mean, you didn't need a pass to go to the rave. You didn't need a pass to go on a Slenderman hike. You didn't need a pass for any of those things. And when you went to sign up for the Slenderman hike, they didn't ask to see your pass. They just said, oh, just put down on which time you want to go. And I mean, it wasn't that great, so I didn't think it was worth $50. I don't think it would have been worth $50. I just didn't think it was worth it. I mean, you guys really need, like, I want a list of everything that you guys are doing that costs $50. I mean, yeah, I know you gotta, like, rent out the hotel room, but if you're not doing that good, I mean, like, you need to fill up a certain amount of slots, but I mean, I doubt that $50, I think $50 is going a little bit overboard with the whole, because if you don't have that much to offer, first off, then you shouldn't be charging $50. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry, it's just my opinion. Probably not going to be going back next year. I'm sorry, but that's kind of how I feel. Probably not going to be going back. that's it. Bye.